I went to check in on Bill Burr's Thursday afternoon podcast, and Bill Burr's podcasts are audio only. He's one of these holdout guys who's just like, no, I just do an audio show. But then I tune in on Thursday, and he's got the video show going with a guest. He's interviewing Miss Pat. Mm-hmm. And Miss Pat is great. I remember her being on Opie and Anthony a lot and always entertaining, always full of stories and anecdotes and interesting things to say. So I kind of tuned out of that. I was like, all right, well, I want to hear Bill freak out about the fallout from the Riyadh Comedy Festival. So I'll leave this one alone. But you actually watched this one and pulled a bunch of clips. What did you pick up on?
Well, what's great is that he's confronted with someone who doesn't need him. She's doing great. She has multiple shows on the air. They're in their 3rd or 5th season. She has a huge audience, a great stand-up career. She's an entrepreneur who's become independently wealthy outside of her huge comedy career. So she doesn't really need anything. And in her own very subtle way, she pushes back at everything he says and really demonstrates it's disappointing for me to see just how far removed Bill is from even someone this successful.
That's surprising because Bill is so successful. You'd think there'd be a lot of mutual respect to go around with these two.
He's on another level.
Right.
Just socially, just what he cares about. It's just different. And he's also very sensitive about class distinctions, but he doesn't realize when he's making them himself. And she really has a really brilliant way of letting nothing get by. He starts this interview. She's here to promote a TV show. And this is the first question he asks her. Check this out.
You want to watch like an old like Fresh Prince? Martin, was that in your wheelhouse? What were you watching?
It was in everybody's wheelhouse. I don't watch a lot of Martin. My assistant love it. I had a friend that love it. You know, I can't tell you I watched a whole bunch of Martin.
Good. So he has to go to the black sitcom.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a weak opening.
Yeah. What did you like, Martin? The Cosby Show?
I mean,
what was your good times? What was your thing?
Choices.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't cool when Mark Maron did it. It's just lazy. You know what I mean? And he doesn't know he's doing it. But look what happens when she says, "Did you watch Friends?"
I'll tell you, I didn't watch a whole bunch of Friends.
What?
I couldn't relate to it.
Why not?
What do you mean, why not? Because they fucking hit all
your people.
Huh?
Them your people.
Come on. You know better than that. You know better than to lump everybody all into one fucking thing. You think I would sit there and have something to say to the fucking whatever they were talking about? I'll tell you, you know what my favorite?
You a white man that didn't get drinking coffee at a cafe?
I didn't start drinking coffee till like 2 years ago.
Oh, Jesus, Bill. Oh, Bill. Oh, literal Bill. I forgot he's such a coffee fanatic now. That's all he talks about, going to coffee places. That's hilarious. He goes, well, what did you like? Martin, probably? And she's like, no, I didn't watch Martin. What did you like? Friends? He's like, why would you stereotype me like that? Why? Because it's white people? You think I would watch Friends? It's like, Bill, you just did that to her. How are you not picking up on this?
She has to watch herself around him and her language to keep Bill comfortable. That's how far removed he is. He can't even, they're here to promote a TV show. So she's like, okay, what TV do you like then?
So I kind of have like a 5-year period where I didn't watch much of anything, but I watch a lot of movies and I watch sports. I don't like a lot of the new TV shows. It's just the way they compel you to just keep watching and binging. It's like, I don't know, it's like to eat like Doritos. So you start eating them, you can't stop. I just want to be up at 3 a.m. going, I'm just going to watch one more episode of this shit.
That's good TV, isn't it?
What?
To continue to watch, episode after episode.
And yeah, well, it's just like booze is good until it like fucks up your life.
Hold on. Wasn't Bill was it Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. And he's also in Star Wars, one of the Star Wars series.
I missed that one.
But, all right.
Oh, yeah, he's in that, The Mandalorian.
Yeah, Mandalorian. So now all of a sudden, he goes, I don't like TV because it's too good and people want to watch it. They want to keep watching all the episodes of it. That's a terrible reason to not want to do something that's entertaining.
It's also not what you say to someone when they're there to plug the 5th season of their new TV show. Bill, she's like, but it's fun, right? It's snacking. You like it? He's like, no, fuck it. And he doubles down on it on this next one.
You just can't just put on a streaming network and just lose 9 hours of your fucking life. I got to get caught up. I got to get through this. I don't have to do any of this shit. I always tell people, I'm like, just tell me what happens. Tell me what happens and literally save me 30 hours of my life.
You literally at that edge where it's just male midlife crisis.
Yeah. All right. So we're just not gonna have any fun at all. Is that what you're saying to me? Okay. Cool.
Imagine somebody has you on to promote your podcast, and they just start nonchalantly with why podcasts are ruining America and everyone's brains, and why they suck, and he doesn't like them. Okay.
Bill's also. I also watched an episode of him with Seinfeld on the Comedians Getting Coffee or whatever that show was. Like, Bill does a lot of TV. It's insane that he can't relate to this and be like, "That's awesome! You got season 5 of this thing that you're doing. That's so cool." Like, you would think this would be common ground.
He's Prince Charles. He's just like so removed. I don't like it.
He was just filming something in Vancouver. We know because he went to a coffee shop or two. He told us about, not really about it, just that he went.
It's a recent habit, Carl. It's new
only the
for
last
him.
2 years that he's been into this. Wow, what a horrible interview this is.
It gets like, so much worse.
I hate TV. I don't watch any TV. I think TV is horrible for people. I think it sucks. And then he has to bring up, I watch sports as if Miss Pat's going to be like, the Patriots are good this year, huh? 9 wins in a row? What's that all about? Like,
they have a whole conversation about it. He keeps pushing sports, and she keeps saying, at some point, she's like, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Yeah. Like, I don't know what to tell you. They talk about parenting, and she has to like codify her language to suit Bill.
And as much as you were trashing your kids,
I wasn't trashing it.
You could say, okay, tough love.
Black mama.
Huh? Okay, I'm gonna go around that. And
you looking at me like, not my damn wife.
That kind of
inner city black mother.
Huh?
I am an inner city black mother.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What is that? Okay. All right.
We say, sit the fuck down.
Oh.
Wow. And the suburban mama might be saying, no, we need to time out.
No.
Okay.
No, not in.
I'm just telling you the two differences so you know.
I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting. So the dynamic here, of course, is Bill's married to a black woman. And so Miss Pat's very aware of this. And Miss Pat's like, oh, you think you know everything there is to know about black culture because you're married to a black woman. Well, can I explain to you that I know a little bit more about it than you do? And Bill gets very uncomfortable with that.
And corrects her.
Yeah.
Because he knows. And she's laughing. And how George Carlin is that? It went from Black Mama to, what was it, inner city? What did she change it to?
Right. Oh, I mean, urban mom is what I meant to say. Yeah.
Because he's not comfortable with that. So he's going to tell her what it is and how it should be. However, there's other things about black culture he's totally fine making fun of, which you'll see in a bit. But this is really interesting to me, what happens right here. It's a real class distinction about where people are at with money. She cannot believe that he doesn't just like fly the same airline and that he doesn't really care about that. Watch this.
Okay.
You don't fly the same airline?
No, I just fly when I want to. I never got into that miles thing.
Oh my God, you leaving so much money on the table.
Yeah, but you know something? I don't, like, they keep moving the yardstick. That's what I don't like. And they got all of those fucking idiots.
Well, by now you at the yardstick. It's not for you to worry about the yardstick. I'm a million miler, so you've been doing this shit way longer than me, so I know you would have been there by now.
All right. So, I mean, it is good advice if you're traveling a lot, as Bill does, because he's a stand-up comic who plays in theaters and baseball stadiums and arenas. You would think that he would take advantage of all that travel. Get some money out of that.
It's a lot of money. If you travel the way he does like that, it's like your company offers bonuses and you go, oh, I don't believe in that.
I can't be bothered with that.
That's what he said. And it really does show you how full of shit he is, because when she's like, oh, that's incorrect, you should be taking that money and donating it to whatever fucking charity of your choice, or just having the ease of travel. There's just no right answer for I don't do that when you travel the way he does. So watching him instinctually and reflexively be like, no, they moved the goalpost. No, you're full of shit. I don't like it. I'm right. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. And you don't even know why you're wrong. You're just saying shit you're making.
You know what? That's true. That was really weird. He's just like, well, at this point, why even bother? And she's like, at this point, like, you would have been so far along if you 2 years ago if you decided to do this, or last year. What are you waiting for?
It's crazy the way he thinks about money.
That's such an old man thing to do, where it's just like, I haven't done it yet, so I'm not going to do it ever. Yeah, but it's the right thing to do. But I've never done it, so whatever. Who cares? I
don't need them to punch my card every time I get a yogurt. I'll just pay. I don't want to carry this card around. What a curmudgeon he is. And I really am a fan of Bill Burr and his comedy and his work and his acting, but I never heard his podcast, so I didn't realize that Monday is always 45 minutes, and then they throw on 2 hours of some other episode. I didn't know that.
On Thursdays, right.
I wasn't aware. Yeah. I thought he was just doing shorter episodes. But what he says right here is, if you listen closely, it's so over the top, Mr. Burns, it's infuriating.
So she's talking about investing in real estate.
And how she is an entrepreneur outside of comedy, and he can't understand why she would ever want to do anything like that. It makes no sense.
Creating like a revenue stream outside of considering how this business is shrinking, which isn't. It's like as big as it's ever been. What has shrank is the amount of people actually getting paid to be in it.
You motherfucker. People say the industry's shrinking. It's not the industry that's shrinking. It's bigger than ever. It's just the people getting paid. That's what they mean. It's the people that aren't getting paid that are saying the industry is shrinking. They're the industry they're talking about, not the medium. Entertainment will always be there, but they're hiring less and less people. So people go, our industry's shrinking. It's like, it's doing great. From up top here, there's more and more TVs. There's more and more gadgets in everyone's house. Yes, but we're hiring less people. Who cares? It's Thanksgiving. Like, he's such a supervillain. Yeah. He doesn't have any idea.
Bill's just like, they'll fly you to Riyadh and give you $1.6 million to do 50 minutes. It's incredible.
Have you never been?
Yeah, it's incredible what's going on in entertainment. What are you talking about?
You think I care about frequent flyer miles? Like, go back to the ground where you're all fighting over coupons.
That's funny because it's not like Miss Pat is destitute. You know what I mean? Like, Miss Pat's crushing it. And even she's just like, Jesus, Bill. You kind of sound like you're a little bit of an elitist there.
And he's unreachable. She can't get to him wherever he is, and he really won't listen to her. They start talking about, growing up in childhood, and he's like, look, I did a lot of underage drinking, so I had it rough. I was in a culture where we were allowed to do that. And she's like, oh, hold my beer.
My mother used to make us light her cigarettes on the stove. I don't know why she never had a lighter or no damn matches. And she would give us a cigarette. And I think we probably 6 or 7 or 7 and 8. Mm-hmm. And we would have to go in there. And if we didn't pull it, she would whoop our ass. Because if we didn't pull it, it would burn the cigarette down the side. And when I remember being in school, and then it was this thing called Smokey the Bear. And Smokey the Bear would tell you, don't do drugs and don't smoke cigarettes. Everything kills you. And if somebody touched you, Smokey the Bear taught you all the right things. And so
you had a different Smokey the Bear than I did. He just told us not to pollute and don't light the forest on fire.
No, this who told. Well, I was in the neighborhood.
You went inner city Smokey the Bear.
Hold on a second. It was Woodsy Owl.
Yeah, that was an owl.
Who told you to give a hoot, don't pollute. The bear didn't give a shit about that. He just didn't want you starting fires in the forest.
Yeah, the bear didn't say don't do drugs.
Yeah, also the bear didn't give a fuck about how much pot you smoked or if you smoked cigarettes or not.
Only you can prevent being stoned.
Yeah, like, what are we talking about here? They're both confused, I think.
She's conflating all of it into one all-purpose man in a suit who told them what to do. And he's saying, well, it's because you lived in the ghetto. That's why. So it was one that told you not, and they make jokes about Glocks and jokes about drugs and all sorts of things that he finds hysterical that have nothing to do with her story. Like, that's a one sentence aside in her story that he is fixated on and won't drop. And he's not listening to her. So she tries again to tell him the story.
I had Mickey Mouse come to my school to watch out for sexual predators, and then I had Smokey.
No, we had Smokey the Bear just did everything. And so he said, don't smoke. But my mama would make us light her cigarettes. And I remember burning her cigarette up the side because Smokey the Bear said, don't smoke. And she was like, why you burn my damn cigarette up? I said, Smokey the Bear said, don't smoke. She slapped the shit out of me and said, who the fuck is Smokey the Bear? And I'm like, the man at the school who said don't smoke. So She didn't like me to light her cigarette because I wouldn't pull it. But my sister pulled it. And she been smoking since elementary school.
Oh, your sister smokes?
Yeah, crack, everything now.
How are you not following this?
How did she get into smoking at such a young age?
That's the point.
This
It's the
is
story
fourth
she's
time.
telling.
She said over and over to a child, and he's not grasping. Oh, she smokes, does she?
You can't light a cigarette without pulling out it, though. That is true. I would be pissed if I was the mom and was like, "You're fucking lighting my cigarette wrong. Why are you doing that?"
Well, as
be
she'll
better.
explain, they're Winston, so it's tough on a 6-year-old's lungs.
Of course, I would imagine.
She does in this next clip.
I refuse to pull it.
You just burned it up?
I burnt that bitch up so many times, and I took that slap like a man. I took that slap like Jesus. You know, turn the other cheek and let him slap you again. But
Weren't you just trying to get out of having to do that? Or was it actually because you didn't want her to smoke?
Well, no, she smoked Winston too, so that was very strong. And for a 7-year-old kid to be puffing on a Winston, you might have well had me puffing on.
Oh, so you didn't just light the end. You had to get it going.
Yeah, I had to get it going.
Jesus!
It was on the fire on the stove. You know, you just light it, it's going to burn it up. If you don't pull it, it won't catch.
Oh, I thought you meant pull it out of the fire.
Oh, no.
My parents didn't smoke.
Oh my God, Bill, are you fucking kidding me? I didn't realize he was that naive on this. He had no idea what she was talking about.
How can you expect him to? His parents didn't smoke. End of story. Next question.
That's insane.
So dismissive.
Pull it out of the fire. What?
Yeah.
I just threw your cigarettes in the fire, Mom. Smoke whatever you want. They're smoking.
But he doesn't like when
about?
people put them in a class system altogether and make assumptions about it. My parents didn't smoke. Why the fuck would I know anything about that?
Yep. Is he even trying? I was surprised that he was doing an interview show. I don't see that as a strong suit for Bill Burr.
It doesn't look like he's trying.
He's not a good listener, obviously. So that's one of the important things to do when you're interviewing someone.
You can start the next one.
Okay.
I used to think that she was a lesbian, but she wasn't.
I can see that, though.
She carried on
you
like
thought that I would watch Friends and be like, oh, yeah, I get this.
I don't know Bill Burr.
I just love Chandler.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
I felt like
He can't drop the Friends thing. Like, imagine if she kept bringing up, yeah, but you thought I watched Martin. So what are we talking about here? Why does he keep bringing that up? He's like offended by it.
Yeah, he does act that way.
He's like, he's upset. I mean, I'd be upset too if somebody thought I liked Friends.
Yeah, me too.
My wife's been watching that lately. Every time I see her on her iPad, she's watching Friends. I'm like, this is what we're doing. Come on. Remember we were watching Buffy, the good shows that we used to watch over and over again?
True.
Now it's Friends. Oh, good news. Adam's back. What's up, Adam?
They talking about how her mom's like a lesbian.
Yep.
And
No, but Bill can't drop the you said I watched Friends thing. He's very upset about that.
it comes up a lot. That's only one time, but he keeps bringing it up. And at some point, she's like, I don't want to talk about this anymore, Bill. Please.
Jesus Christ. It's just a one-off thing, she said, in response to what he said.
Now, this is where we can play the game where you can imagine, was it Opie or John or Bill that plugs a show like this?
they can do that. When does the Miss Pat and That's That show, when does that?
Miss Pat settles it. It's come on every Tuesday night.
So it's still on. So are you here to promote a new season is what I'm asking?
Yes, yeah, it just started. New season.
Oh, so it is just starting. Okay, that's great.
Yes,
All right. Well,
every
I'm going
Tuesday night.
to check. I think you're a sweetheart.
Holy shit. He had no idea what it was, where it was, what was going on at all.
Yeah, but you look great, Toots. You look great.
I know. Like, that's just the bare minimum of what you need to do to prep for a show. You have to
Probably
watch
should have researched this.
Yeah, I mean, he could have actually watched a couple episodes and talked to her about specifically her show where she's a judge. She's like a Miss Judge Judy kind of character or whatever, and talked to her about that. Instead, it's just like, all right, so what's it's over now? It's a wrap? No. It's season 5 is starting. You watch that Tuesdays. Oh, okay. I had no idea.
Yeah, she doesn't need him. She
No.
appreciates it, wants to help. She's smart, but she's not going to kowtow to him. And watch how condescending he is right here.
February 13th and 14th, I'll be at Baltimore Center Stage, and I'm shooting my second special there.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Where are they going to put it on?
I'm paying for it myself, so we don't know yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me know if you want to come back and promote it. I would be happy to promote it.
Well, I'll be more than happy to come back too, Bill.
Okay.
It took us 5 years to get together.
I know. Well, you're busy.
Oh, shit. She let him know, like, I don't have an open invite. Fuck you. That's not what this is at all. Also, Bill's audience is dwindling, so it's not like this is a huge thing for Miss Pat to be able to come on and promote this show that no one in Bill's audience will watch. But just the fact that he's just like, oh, okay, well, yeah, come back and promote that. She's like, you won't. You won't have me back to promote it.
You know, Bill, that's what they mean when they say the industry is shrinking. She has 2 shows on the air. One of them's a hit, and she has to fund her own comedy special herself. Yeah. You know, she's looking at Your Miles and thinking to herself, you know, like that whole trip to Saudi Arabia and back could have funded my entire special or someone's entire special. But these are the different worlds that we live in, and he can't relate, and it's really sad. It really
he also hates CEOs, and he thinks all billionaires should be wiped off the planet because they're all terrible people.
Yeah, because they're putting out Doritos.
I mean, good thing that Bill's tanked his career, so he won't get to $1 billion because then he would have to off himself. That would have been a horrible thing. $1 billion isn't as much as $1 billion used to be anymore, guys. You have to understand. You know, to try to justify it. Yeah.
He leaves on such a great note with this.
You were so grounded and such a real person and really interesting.
Thank you. I am a real person.
I couldn't believe that you actually seemed relatable.
Yep.
That's kind of her whole thing. That's why people like Miss Pat.
If only one of us could be forced to spend 45 minutes against their will with one of you, we'd be so far ahead.
Holy shit. That's really, that answer is fantastic too. Well, you come off like a real person. Yeah. I'm actually a real person. Yeah.
You know, everyone outside of this room is too. Bill, hold my hand. Come here. Let me show you something. We're all real people
Bill,
with opinions.
The guy who's running the show right now, do you know his name? Do you know what his kids' names are? Do you know anything about anyone that's in this room right now? I didn't think so. All right. I am a real person, just FYI.
It's a new way of being for Bill, and I can't say I'm a fan of it.
You know, there is something about, so Bill married a black woman. I think that gives him, he thinks that gives him a pass on everything. So he can just like come across as a bigot and it's fine because he's just like, no, it's cool. I married a black woman. So I have my pass for anything that sounds extremely racist or bigoted.
I think that definitely gives him, in his mind, credibility, but it's his disconnect from reality and the fact that no one's speaking truth to power. And when they do, he loses his mind. He's just not used to being questioned. He's so not used to it, he doesn't even hear that he's being questioned at all. He doesn't catch that stuff, which shows you how much she has to do this in her life every day with everyone she meets, even at her level.
Yeah, because when Bill goes on talk shows, if he's on with Conan or with Jimmy Kimmel or whatever, like they're not challenging him on anything. It's all just a love fest. So that's what he expects from everyone now.
You know, he's doing a one-off in Bakersfield in the middle of December where he's trying out new material. And I really want to go. I have a feeling it's just going to be like a serious monologue with no stops for laughs. Just I hope it is something really dark.
I hope it's like the end of Brian Callen's special that was covered on Why Are You Laughing with
what's that like?
With Blind Mike. He starts lecturing the audience. It's wild. You have to check out. I think Blind Mike played it on the Blind Mike Project, but definitely on Why Are You Laughing, where Blind Mike and Craig broke down Brian Callen's special, and it's weird because he's doing jokes and he's doing his thing, and then 10 minutes to go, he just stops making any comedy. And the room goes silent, and he lectures everyone about. I don't want to give it away, but it's basically
legal documents like Lenny B.
No, it's not like that, but it's close. He starts lecturing people about their addiction to their phones, and it's crazy. And the way he ties it all together, it's so bad. It's like he like drops the mic, like literally drops the mic, like he's just taught everyone a lesson. Like, okay, all right, Brian, good job, buddy. Anyway, so I'm hoping that's what happens with Bill Burr. Please go and do that and report back to us.
I'm going to try to. And I'm guessing that Bill has been thinking about this interview. This was on Thursday, and he goes to record his next podcast on Sunday or Monday. Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing he's been thinking about it and that maybe the childhood trauma he was talking about wasn't so traumatic. So he opens his next show with letting you know how tough he really did have it.
My childhood trauma started affecting my grades, and I had like massive ADD. massive. Like, I remember it used to take me like 20 minutes to read a page in a book.
Wow. No one's ever had ADD before, especially not performers. Wow. That must have been tough for you, Bill.
She was lighting Winston's on the stove as a 6-year-old.
6-year-old being taught how to smoke Winston's by her mom. and
Not
Bill's
since
whole thing.
Paris Hilton have I heard a tale like this.
Yes, I know. Maybe you should get the same therapist that Paris Hilton got to decorate her craft room, or the fuck that was.
And with this next clip, something tells me you're right about this Brian Callum ending, because this is the kind of material I think he's going to be working on.
Oh, good.
If he's a loving God, he wouldn't make sociopaths, psychopaths, greedy people in all of this shit. He would never have made that. And all of those types of people are leading humanity, marching us briskly towards the end. And I almost view those people as the human form of that bacteria that's in your gut. I tried it one night on stage and people were just staring at me like, I don't know where you're going with that there, fucking Baldy, but have fun with that premise. Anyway, getting back to the sports thing.
Wow, that is Opie-esque right there.
Yep.
Opie likes to opine on God and just be like, then why is there so much misery? Like, okay.
With real basic greeting card thoughts. Like,
Yeah, we've been through this, Opie. We get it. Bill, holy shit, he was doing that on stage?
and isn't that telling? He's like, this didn't go over at all. So here it is again. I look forward to working on this some more.
I'm telling you, I think that Bill's trying to tank his podcast. All right, here's my premise. This is what I think is going on. Bill Burr is contractually obligated to put out 2 podcasts every week because he has all these advertisers, these sponsors who have signed contracts, and so he has to do that. He's actively sabotaging his own show. He hates doing this. He doesn't want to address any of the real things that are going on. He used to have a whole segment where he'd answer questions. He's not into that anymore. He's not answering any of the real questions that are coming in.
He can't answer what TV do you watch?
Yes, just sports. I don't like these TV shows that are compelling and make you want to keep watching episode after episode. So this idea, also, how about I have a little self-control? I'm not a binge TV watcher. I watch a lot of these shows, and I watch them at my leisure when I'm ready to get on the treadmill or whatever I'm doing to get on an airplane.
Remotes in the kids' hands. They're putting them in their hands at the schools, and they're
it's so ridiculous.
them.
The last thing I would ever say is like, Squid Game sucks. I want to watch the next episode. I don't know what's going to happen. I want to see what happens. It's a horrible reason to critique something, but this whole. If this is the direction that Bill is going in, I hope he takes his podcast. I hope he takes his comedy career because I want to watch it all crash and burn.
If what you're saying is true, then he's become Chad Zumach and Stuttering John, and smiting his enemies is more important than putting on a good show. And he's intentionally tanking so he doesn't have to fulfill a contractual obligation to his enemies. Well, we shouldn't have to suffer because of that. I thought you were a funny guy.
I think that might be what's happening. And it's crazy to say that. If you asked me a month ago, there's no way I'd be like, yeah, Bill Burr's trying to take his own podcast. But it seems that way, doesn't it? It's so unentertaining.
He thinks that went well. He thinks they had the riff about the Smokey the Bear. They talked about some stuff. They said some wild things. She seemed to like him. She was laughing a lot. I guess it went well. Everyone around him said, good job. I bet he thinks that was great. Exactly.
Just like Opie and Ron.
Yeah, people
and
are
he's
laughing.
Like, how come we haven't
good.
done interviews in a while? And they're gonna be like, oh, we'll have a guest for you soon, real soon, because him talking to people is not normal.
Do we have some more new material that he tried out on Monday?
Oh, well, yeah, he's workshopping classic Why Thanksgiving Sucks material.
No one wants to dress up like a turkey. It's not a sexy animal. It's not a respected animal. There's a lot of browns and oranges. It's just not good colors. Nothing really pops. Pretty much the colors of Thanksgiving represent the death of trees. just browns and yellows. They don't even get, maybe like a little bit of foliage. They just can't do it. It's kind of fucking...
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Not just unfunny, but really stupid.
Yeah.
No one wants to dress like a turkey.
Represent the colors. You mean be the same colors?
What's he talking about?
The only way it would work is if, like, while he was recording the podcast, somebody got his attention with an emergency, and he was looking at them, and they're communicating, and his mouth is just going while he doesn't realize what he's saying. Yeah, turkeys aren't sexy. Nobody likes
Browns,
browns,
orange, and
yeah.
Okay, we gotta wrap things up here.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Got a baby falling off a roof.
Holy
Something big's
shit.
happening.
All right. Well, I appreciate you following both Bill and Opie because they seem to be, I don't know, merging into one being somehow. I can't believe I'm saying that.
We're going to have one super game where we have to guess with all of them, and we're not going to be able to tell because they're all identical.
Who are these podcasts? WA